Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I want to help you guys set your anti-aging skincare routine up for success in 2026. One of the key things I always say when it comes to skincare is it's not just about the total number of products or ingredients you use, but rather how you layer and pair them together in order to deliver the very best results. I've been on a bit of a mission in 2025 to help you guys understand the layering process, how to apply products, some hints, tips and hacks in order to maximize their effectiveness. But as we end 2025, I want to take this a step further and share with you what I think are some next level anti-aging skincare pairings. Ingredients that should absolutely be used together side by side, which in some cases can quadruple the results that you actually see. You don't need a whole suite of new skincare ingredients and products, but rather just a little bit of a strategy when it comes to your anti-aging routine, layering and pairing your way to success. Sit back, relax, let's talk the best anti-aging skincare pairings. So in today's video, as always here on the channel, I like to add the big caveat to say it's not sponsored and it isn't in paid partnership. You'll never see an ad or a sponsorship here on the channel because I pride myself on my independence. I don't want to be taking that coin from the big multinational corporations to promote their products. I'd rather stay true and speak from the heart and not the wallet. So if you appreciate truly independent skincare advice and recommendations, then the very best way of supporting me is by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. This genuinely means the world to me because the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So it just means as many people as possible can see this video and hopefully join our wonderful Mad About Skin community. So thank you all so much. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So I'm going to keep today's video fairly quick fire because hopefully none of these ingredients will be new to you. Especially if you've watched the channel before, I've spoken about all these ingredients in the past, shared with you my favorite products that contain them. It's not just about having the ingredient though, but rather pairing it with its best friend in this case, in order to magnify the results you're going to see. I've left timestamps down in the description box below, so if you want to jump to one section of the video over another, one pairing more than another, all there for your convenience, as are links to any of the products mentioned, just in case you maybe didn't quite catch the name or you wanted to make a purchase, read the reviews in more detail. Again, all there in the description box. So let's start out with what I think is the absolute holy grail of anti-aging skincare pairings, and that is azelaic acid and tranexamic acid. Individually, they're amazing. Together, game-changing. And I know I've spoken about this on the channel before, and I know quite a few of you guys use these two ingredients together already. If you do, you're ahead of the curve, so the big pat on the back for that. But if you don't currently, maybe it's something to consider for your skincare routine in 2026. Now, the reason that these work so well together is they offer very similar outcomes. They're both anti-inflammatory, they'll both reduce irritation, sensitivity and redness, and they can both help suppress hyperpigmentation, dark spots and discoloration. So they really do work in synergy, but they have different routes for achieving those outcomes. So whilst the deliverables are the same, the way that these ingredients approach it are different. And so you're really almost taking like a two-pronged attack to all of these skin concerns, and you're just gonna get double the results. I honestly think since starting using azelaic acid and tranexamic acid together, I've really for the first time in 20 years got on top of my hyperpigmentation. I'm seeing fewer acne breakouts, and I definitely noticed that I've got a more even skin tone. When we talk anti-aging, it's not all about fine lines and wrinkles. Actually, hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone is the #1 skin concern as we age, and azelaic acid and tranexamic acid together are going to be perfection. Now, there's loads to choose from, and I've covered both ingredients in separate videos. I'll find some of those and I'll link them up there. But for azelaic acid, the one that I'm using at the moment, this is the 9-less azelaic acid, 10%. Works really well. Nice mid-strength, so it's not too potent, but it's also going to deliver results. Just a really great option. And for tranexamic acid, I'm using the Naturium emulsion. Super lightweight, feels beautiful on the skin. And again, a nice good strength without being too potent that it could trigger some sensitivity. These two are my personal favorites, but there's lots of different ones out there to experiment with. And I feel like we're off to a strong anti-aging start. Now, pairing number 2 that I want to share with you are tretinoin and vitamin C derivatives. Now, hear me out before you all read me to filth in the comments saying everybody knows you can't use tretinoin and vitamin C together, it's too sensitizing. You can't use tretinoin and vitamin C in its pure form together, but you can use vitamin C and derivative form and tretinoin together. The derivative is key here. So vitamin C derivatives are super gentle. They actually don't convert to the pure form vitamin C until they're in the skin. They're broken down into that vitamin C. And so they have a more prolonged release. That delayed mechanism means they're just much more gentle. I would recommend, if your budget and the amount of time that you have allows in your skincare routine, to use a pure form vitamin C, ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid in the morning. Then on an evening, pair your retinoid, whichever one you go for, be it tretinoin, retinol, whichever, with a vitamin C derivative. I spoke about this in a previous video on how to use tretinoin. I'll link that up there if you missed it. I go into a bit more detail in that video about it, but this pairing works so well because it actually means you're getting that double fix of vitamin C. You're benefiting from the pure form in the morning, but you're not missing out on the evening. I feel that people they feel that they can't use vitamin C as consistently as they'd like to because it doesn't layer and pair well with other ingredients. Well, vitamin C derivatives do. So get yourself a derivative. There are lots on the market. This is the Medicate C Tetra Advanced, which I love. This is like a glow up in a bottle. But if you want to go for something more inexpensive, this is the ordinary ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate solution. Also really good. You know, whichever you go for, vitamin C derivative used alongside your retinoid will allow you to get that double dose daily of vitamin C, and your glow game will go through the roof, and you'll see that fading of hyperpigmentation, dark spots and discoloration. Now my third pairing, whilst I said earlier that the primary concern people have as they age is discoloration and uneven skin tone, of course we're not going to neglect the fine lines and wrinkles, but third pairing also concerns vitamin C, and pairing it alongside centella asiatica. Now, the reason I say to do this is a study done 2 years ago demonstrated that if you use centella asiatica alongside vitamin C in its pure form, ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid, you actually get 4 times more collagen production versus just using vitamin C alone. That's a game changer. We all know how amazing vitamin C is when it comes to boosting collagen and elastin production. But if you can get 4 times the additional collagen produced by including a centella asiatica alongside it, that to me seems like a no-brainer and definitely a quick win. Most of us will already have a vitamin C serum in our skincare routine, and quite a few of us will probably already be using this pairing by having a centella asiatica alongside it. If that's you, you could tick this one off, you're already doing it. But if you're not, just get a really inexpensive centella asiatica. Use it straight after your vitamin C. It'll help calm and soothe, but it'll also really dial up that rate of collagen production. I won't go into too much detail about vitamin C's because I've already covered them. In fact, I did a video on my favourite vitamin C's of 2025. I'll link that up there if you're still in the market to find your perfect pairing. But the centella asiatica I go for is this one by Skin 1004. It's really, really nice and it's really inexpensive. That one works for me, but there's lots out there. And as a little cheeky extra hack I could throw in for you guys, if you want to really streamline it and you don't want to have an extra centella asiatica serum, you could use the Beauty of Joseon Vitamin C, which already has vitamin C and centella asiatica in the same formula. Don't need 2 products, you can just use this one and you're getting that beautiful pairing for the 4 times greater rate of collagen production. So it's up to you whether you just want to slot in a centella asiatica alongside your existing vitamin C or switch it up for that 2-in-1 by Beauty of Joseon. I'll leave that up to you, but this is a pairing you definitely don't want to miss. Now, in 4th place on this pairings list, I want to talk about using castor oil and your moisturizer. Doesn't matter what moisturizer you're using, we all have our favorites. This is the one from my own skincare collection, the Maximum Impact Moisturizer, but this will work with anyone. Get yourself a really nice castor oil and just put a couple of drops in the palm of your hand, add some moisturizer on top, work it together and apply it to the skin. This is the best way of elevating your moisturizer, getting some extra hydration, and castor oil actually has some really great anti-aging benefits too. Over time, with consistent use, it can help support with collagen production. It can also really help minimize any inflammation and irritation that you might get from your high potency actives. You in theory could do this with any other oil. Rosehip seed oil would work well, but for me, castor oil just kind of delivers. Of all the different oils I've used, this one just delivers above all others. and I'm a recent convert to it. Castor oil didn't used to feature at all in my skincare routine. I found this hack which allows the castor oil to be absorbed beautifully into the skin. You get a better finish on the skin by mixing it with your moisturizer than you do using it neat, and I would fully recommend it. I've spoken again about this pairing, so I'll find that video on castor oil if you want to know more details and link it up there. I appreciate I'm linking lots of videos. It's almost could become like a skincare rabbit warren, but I really do think as we enter 2026, it's all about making those small changes to get some additional results. And castor oil, if you understand how it works and how to use it, I think can be one of those hidden gem ingredients. Take it from me, mix it in with your moisturizer, you will never look back. Now last, but by no means least, let's talk peptides and growth factors. A lot of people seem to be under the misapprehension that you have to use either peptides or growth factors in your skincare routine. You don't. You can use them both together for some great results. They work in different ways and they do different things. Yes, growth factors are a subset of peptides, but you can still use other peptides alongside them to get some additional results. I like to go for a pre-mixed blend. The one by Medik8 is stunning. Dermatology do a wonderful growth factors and peptides combo. And of course, there's my absolute tried and tested favorite, the one by Allies of Skin. All three of these are linked down below. They come at different price points, so obviously shop with the one that matches your budget. This just makes it super easy to have that fix of growth factors and peptides together. But similarly, if you already have your favorite peptide serum and your favorite growth factor serum, using them side by side, you'll just really see some additional anti-aging benefit. And I think we all need to kind of dispense with that myth that you either have to use peptides or growth factors. Using the two together will get you some next level results and a lot of hydration and plumping along the way. So that was a bit of a whistle stop tour, but hopefully none of these ingredients are new. I speak about them freely on the channel all the time. I talk about all these products all the time. I've really worked over the past 3 years about focusing down on pairing. What ingredients do work well together to give additional benefits, rather than that negativity that we often see online with people saying you can't use this with this, that with that. Let's talk about the positives, what you should be using together to get the best results. And hopefully this video just helps you out on your own skincare journey. I did just want to, for those of you that watched to the bitter end, I just want to say a big thank you for the whole of 2025, for being with the channel, for your love, your kindness and support. I would say, I wouldn't be sat here today without the support of you guys. And we just closed our pop-up shop in London, where so many of you guys came to say hi, to shop the brand, to just have a little drink and have a little chit chat over skincare. And honestly, this has been the very best weekend ever. So thank you to anybody that did make it. I know it wasn't accessible to everyone globally, and just a big thank you to everybody that's been with me through 2025. If that's you, if you've made it to the bitter end on at least more than one occasion in 2025, let me know by leaving 2025 down in the comment section below so I can write back and personally thank you for just being part of what has been a genuinely life-changing journey. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so, so much. So wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.